Hi everybody and welcome to Hometown Cable. Our program is called What's Going On Here? My name is Bob Venn, Calvin Catstein with the camera again, and we're in the Ice Civic Center in Rouses Point, New York, without the ice. This is what it looks like before they put the ice down, and that noise you're hearing is a lacrosse ball hitting these boards. We're going to be talking about a new league, things happening in Rouses Point called Lacrosse. And this gentleman right here is going to tell us a little bit about it. And your name?
Evan Delarone.
All right, you speak up. Maybe you have to speak up with that noise. Evan Delarone?
Evan Delarone.
All right, where are you from, Evan?
From Ganienkeh territory.
So can I say you are Indian? Is it Indian, or do we call you early
Mohawk.
American?
Mohawk.
You're a Mohawk.
Ganienkeh Haga. That's what we say. How we say it. Ganienkeh Haga in our language.
What is your name, your Indian name? Do you have one?
Gandaruje.
Oh, I'll have trouble with that, huh?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Gandaruje.
Gandaruje. Does that mean, that doesn't mean Evan?
No, that
what
means
does it mean?
a rim of a hat.
Rim of a hat.
Yeah.
How would you get that kind of a name? Would your family all have to do with hats? No, they don't do that or anything like that?
Well, the way we give our names is like somebody's born on a thunderstorm or something, they get names. We have them all in our, the way we run our government is in clans, families of clans. And then each clan has its own names in its book, where when the mother has a baby and that, and it's born, then you look in your clan, you're Wolf. I'm Wolf clan myself. And then we have all Wolf names, and that's where we select them from.
Evan, we did a story up at Chayota with that Indian museum up there.
Yeah.
We talked to the people. We learned about the clans and the mother, the female is in charge. The mother is the head of the clan, and so not the clan, but the whole.
Yeah, she's in charge of the clans.
The clan.
She selects the chiefs.
All right, and then how you can marry just certain other clans and so forth?
You can't marry your own clan because that's your family. Because if you marry your own clan, that would interfere in your government.
Okay.
You know, conflict of interest would be.
We won't get into a lot on that right now. Maybe another time we could sit and talk with you. But what are we doing here? Well, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the Altona area? You're in Altona.
Well, I've been living in Altona since we moved there in 1977.
Okay.
We moved to Moss Lake in 1974. I was about 9 years old, and we took some land back from New York State. We negotiated a settlement, and they gave us a piece of property in Altona, New York, and Schuyler Falls. We have about 6,000 acres right now.
Say that again?
We have about 6,000 acres right now.
Acres, okay.
That we occupy, and we've been building a community for May 13th will be 23 years that we've been here.
In Altona?
Yep.
Is there anyone living in Schuyler Falls?
Yeah, there's some people living there right now.
It's not as big as the Altona.
It's bigger than Altona.
It's bigger?
Altona's only about 1,000 acres.
Okay, but I mean bigger in size of number of people.
Same community.
Same community. So you moved from what? All right. Are you working outside the reservation?
I work right on the
reservation.
It's not a reservation. It's a territory.
I beg your pardon. All right. You forgive me because I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't get offended by it.
No, but I want to do it right. Okay, so you call it what?
Territory.
Territory. So you work on the territory yourself?
Yeah.
All right. Now you
construction work.
Construction on your own, at the territory.
Our own.
All right.
We build our own houses and buildings right now.
Okay. Right. Now, if I ask you a question, you don't want to answer or you can't, you just correct me. But how many would you say you have in the Altona area? How many in personnel?
We don't really like to give out. We don't really like to give out numbers.
Okay. Now, tell us about the lacrosse. I understand lacrosse is an Indian game.
It's the #1 sport in Canada.
The number one sport?
#1 sport.
Oh, more than hockey?
Yep, more than hockey.
Now,
hard to believe that.
It is hard because I've never seen a lacrosse game.
Well, they have lacrosse, professional lacrosse on ESPN2.
We don't get ESPN2 on our cable.
I got a satellite, and I've been watching some of the guys that come from our territories play in the. We'll have some guys playing against that, playing professional lacrosse.
They play professional?
You're allowed to carry 3 professionals on your team if you can afford
these teams you will have for some professional. How long have you been playing lacrosse?
This is only my second year myself.
Is it a tough
I'm a
game
rookie.
to learn?
Well, I never played on organized lacrosse, but I always played pickup most of my life.
My grandmother used to say, don't play soccer, it's too rough. She never heard of lacrosse. Does your grandmother tell you not to play lacrosse?
My grandmother's not alive.
Not alive, so she can't stop you, huh? All right, so now how long have you had a team from the Altona area?
Well, this is our first year. Last year we applied, but we went about things all wrong, and we learned a lot about how to get into the league and how to. Each community has their own jurisdiction of players, you know. And we learned a little bit of the rules, and then they accepted us this year. And we are the 8th team in the ILA, Iroquois Lacrosse League Association.
Now, are all your players from your community?
No, they're from the Clinton County.
Clinton
Yeah,
County?
we're working on it. We're not just working in our community. We're working on sponsoring the whole area, bring lacrosse to the whole Clinton County area.
Okay.
And,
Do you have anyone who's not Indian on your team?
yes, we have
You
a
do?
lot of non-Indians playing.
These people who played college? Because I know UVM has a team,
We have,
Syracuse, and, you know.
yeah.
Okay.
This is our head coach right here.
This is your head coach?
Assistant head coach.
Well, we'll take a short break and come right back where you're watching Hometown Cable and we're talking lacrosse. We're listening lacrosse. I don't know much about lacrosse.
Live.
We haven't gotten into it very deeply yet. We got a new person with us here. Your name is?
Eric McCumber.
Eric
McCumber.
McCumber. And you are the coach,
Yes.
manager, coach? That means that you know more than anybody else on this team about lacrosse.
Yeah, I do.
You do? you admit that?
Yes, I do.
All right. How did you start this team?
We tried to start it last year within our ILA Association Lacrosse. It's an all native lacrosse league, and we didn't get in for some reasons other than whatever the reasons were. We didn't get in. We tried again this year, and we're successful getting in. And we want to introduce the game of lacrosse to the Plattsburgh surroundings. It's because the game is traditionally played by natives, but up in Canada it's real big, and they have field lacrosse in the colleges around the communities over here, but it's a different game, box in field. Here we are full contact. It's like basketball with sticks, you know. It's really full contact. We'll be getting them on the. I'll be showing you things in quite a bit, but you know, they asked me to coach because I know a lot. I've been doing this for almost 30 years now.
Playing?
Playing, yes. So I know.
Have you ever played on cement?
That's what I play a lot on.
Isn't that pretty tough if you fall?
Well, don't fall.
No, don't fall. From what I've heard, that's a lot of
Oh
pushing.
yes, it's full contact. You know, to hit with the stick, and just like cross checking in hockey, it's contact. You'll see in a bit.
Okay.
I'll put them through
All
drills.
right. How many players can you have on the team officially?
Just like a hockey game. 5 players and a goalie, but on
But
the
I mean, how
roster,
many are you allowed on the team?
18.
18 total.
Yeah, on the floor, on the roster.
25.
Oh, that's on the roster, but on the when you're gonna have dressed on a game, 18 players and 2 goalies.
You mean that come to a game and what you can have is 18, but you can have 25.
On
The
the
other
roster.
5 don't come.
Yeah, you know, you switch them off and on.
5 sit in the stands, right?
Okay, all right. But they can still play if something happened. All right. Now, do you pay these players?
No,
This is strictly for fun.
this is amateur, yeah.
All right. Will you be playing your games here, or will you be playing in Plattsburgh plus here?
Just here.
You won't be playing any in Plattsburgh, where you're going to charge admission?
Yeah.
All right. Any idea how much you're going to charge? You have a price?
$6
$6 for a game. And how long is a game?
2-3 hours.
2 and 3 hours.
Between 2.5 and 3 hours.
It's just like the hockey format. 3 periods, 20 minutes stop time. Just like it's just like a hockey game.
Okay.
You have referees and
And you have nothing in your feet. Sneakers. You
Just
run
sneakers,
special
yeah.
sneakers.
yeah, just regular high top sneakers or whatever the player is comfortable with. You know.
Okay.
You're fully equipped. You got a helmet, a cage. You got gloves. You got shoulder pads, kidney pads, a jock. and that's about it. And you go in there with talent, the talent.
All right. How many players have you got on your team now?
We arranged between 15 to 20, 25.
Are you playing too? Are you a playing
yes,
coach?
I'm a player coach, yeah.
Can he run as fast as you?
Faster.
He's faster than you? You want a place on the team, that's why you're saying that.
No,
He's really faster than you, huh?
I'm younger.
You're younger.
Not much, but I'm younger.
Can you run the full length of the okay, give us an idea of, you play on whatever the size of the hockey rinking, that's what you play?
Regulation hockey.
Okay. How many players play at once?
There's
Much like hockey?
just the same format as hockey. 5 players,
Okay.
1 goalie.
One goalie, okay. And the rules now, you start, how do you start? You can't, they don't drop the,
You put a ball between the sticks like this. On the ground, his stick is there. They call it a
Yeah,
draw.
like
Face
that?
off, it's called a draw in the middle. And
Okay.
Then, that's when it happens over there, and then whoever gets the ball, there's no defense and offense. Once you got the ball, everybody's offense. When you lose the ball, everybody's D.
is there a limit to the number of steps you can take?
No.
You can run the whole length,
Yeah, but there's a shot clock to make the game.
30 seconds.
To speed up the game. In the old days, there was no clock, so you could hold it as long as you want.
All
But
right.
now, due to the rules in the league that we are in, ILA, which is part of the Canadian Lacrosse Association, to speed the game up, there's a 30-second shot clock. You have 30 seconds to take a shot on net.
Okay, now, once you have it in your, well, first of all, what's this called?
Cross stick.
A lacrosse stick. Is this called a pocket or
This is a pocket, yeah. Just
a pocket? And that ball, and you can catch it in there
Oh
too?
yeah, look guys, you
Okay,
notice.
now, once you got it and you're running, is there any way for the opposite team to take it away from them?
They could either.
What do they do, hit it or
Well, they usually take the body out. When you take the body out, the stick goes to the body.
take the body out? You mean just a regular?
Cross check and really bang you up, but trying to do it as fairly as you can with the refs watching, but it is a game. It is an intense game. There's a lot of tenacity in there, and it's a hit or be hit game.
All right, I've read, I can remember hearing, that years ago either communities or tribes would play against each other with hundreds of people playing, not just 10 or 12, and they would play till the death sometime. You got that rough?
Yeah, that was like centuries ago, and to prevent it.
You know what they used to say? They used to play lacrosse to settle disputes
Yes,
amongst
Oh, yeah?
nations.
Well,
Amongst
it's better.
nations. We don't call ourselves tribes. We call ourselves nations.
Oh gosh, there we go. Okay.
So that's why they used to play lacrosse to settle disputes.
Okay, so is everybody in Altona are Mohawks? Scholar Falls are Mohawks?
Yeah.
What about just across the, Ganienkeh.
Yeah, we're Mohawks.
Most of us are originally from Aguasasne and Ganienkeh that live in Ganienkeh right now.
okay, and they were
We're all
Mohawks?
Mohawks. We're all the same.
Okay. Were there any other tribes in this area? Nations. I caught myself. Nations back, other than Mohawks? Strictly Mohawks?
Mohawk territory.
Who'd you fight with? Who did they fight with?
It used to be a Six-Nation Confederacy.
I knew that. Okay. Used to be. It still is, isn't it?
Still is.
Still is, yes.
Still is. It's
That was so they
underground.
didn't fight.
It's underground now. It's like the Russian communism. Underground.
Do they call them brothers, or what would you call someone from a different nation as part of the Six Nation?
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters, even though they were from a different nation, yeah, different nation. All right, we'll take another short break, and I'll find out what I'm talking about. I nearly said tribes again. Is there such a word as tribe,
Tribes.
or is it a bad word?
Tribes.
Tribes.
Tribes is only that's a tribe right there.
Couple of guys.
Oh, that's a tribe.
Couple of
Okay.
families.
All right. Otherwise, it's a nation.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's a low blow when you say tribe.
Geez, see, this is what people don't realize. See, this is
Even
what.
Indians call themselves tribes. Even
Okay.
Indians don't even understand.
You
what
see,
they
it's too bad that the people don't know, because all we've said, what we know is cowboys and Indian movies. That's all we know, right? We'll be right back. Okay, we're all by ourselves here, Calvin and I, and they're going to be showing us demonstrating some things out there. There's about, I think I just counted 11 or 12, and they have 2.5 to 3 hour practices. I don't know how many nights a week, but they're here tonight. There's at least a couple from the area. Is that right? That you know of?
Yeah, I believe I know Rolla
22?
Parker, the 18th is here, and we'll be covering a game or two. Our hometown cable will. Evan has promised to get me somebody who knows a little bit about it to do some play-by-play. So we'll be covering a game or two. Hopefully we can squeeze it in. Season will have started by the time this is shown. It's supposed to start here in Rouses Point at the Civic Center on May 2nd, I believe. And they'll be having some advertising on hometown cable, trying to get some people here to come and watch it and support this league. And I think it's something that, with the interest in hockey in our area, I think it's a similar type sport in many ways, and maybe there will be some fans that will come and watch it, and of course be nice and warm and comfortable in here.
It will be, yes. This is one of the advantages, of course, of having the floor. They'll be here playing. I don't know. They'll be playing one game a week, whether it's weekends. I don't know when they play. You know, May 2nd is a Friday. That's a Friday night, must be. And he's the coach, and he's been playing, he said, for 30 years. That's Eric out there in front. Evan has been playing for less than, I think he said, 2 years.
And the team is sponsored by the Ganienkeh Bingo, according to Eric. So they have some sponsorship. They have to pay for referees and pay for the using the rec center here, the Civic Center.
One of the disadvantages, you see, is to try to follow that ball. This ball is a white, and you're just no seeing it. But they can catch this. They pack it. I assume that they're carrying it across. It's not being. They'll have passes. I assume as they come, they'll be. These are various things you can do once you're in the area of the net. And I would hate to be a goalie, Calvin, because it's not down on your hands and knees here like a goalie in hockey, and then once in a while it comes up over your shoulder. This is high all the time. He's well padded, you'll notice.
Yeah, he's got a big stick, bigger net than the other guys have.
Yep. And chest protector, probably in the back too. Then he's got the big knee guards, like leggings. Now there's a ball in their, call it a stick, and I don't know what the netting is, just netting, I guess. And as we mentioned, their chances of winning many games probably, who knows?
If they ever start a Nerf lacrosse league, I might be interested.
You see, this would be one of the easier things that once you got it to run, but when you got to pick that up and someone passes it to you. Look at the size of that. It's not very big. It's not much bigger than your hand. I guess it becomes part of your hand after a while.
Yeah, you're talking about the pocket on the stick, yes. Yeah, it's certainly the pocket is certainly no bigger than a baseball glove pocket. But of course, with a baseball glove pocket, you can't throw the ball. This year, you can do it. The ball is about the size of a tennis ball, I'd say. Yeah, but hard, very hard rubber.
Did he hit he got the goal? Many of these players, or well, I shouldn't say many, but several probably never played the game before. But it's like any other sport. If you are well coordinated, you can learn quickly. Particularly if you like the roughness. Must be awfully hard to tell if they got a goal or not. I don't know if they have a automatic. They have to have judges at each end to watch this.
Looks like it pops out quite easy.
Yes. There was one. Did you see? There was one here in the hockey game in one of the playoffs that went in and out so quick they didn't even know it had scored until about 30 seconds later. Listen to that ball hit. That ball is moving. And they did indicate that it's even quicker than a puck. And a puck can go over 100 miles an hour. I don't think there's much chance of this person seeing that ball when he come in that close. Obviously, you cannot shoot inside of that semicircle, which I believe is 15 feet in diameter. Wow. We're going to try to see some passing. Watch if you can see the ball, and they catch that. And you take care they're 60 to 90 feet apart here, and you can pass this the ball. Then when you get close enough, you shoot. I never did ask him how many shots they would get in the course of a game. A lot more than in hockey. You have to shoot within 30 seconds. So if they play, well, they say if it takes it, I don't know, playing time I thought was an hour, but if it's, that'd be at least 60 shots at the limit. Look at this, look at this. See how they picked that right up? Oh, he missed. I guess it's like a hand if you can see it. Nice. It's played in the colleges. I know Syracuse University, UVM. I don't know about Winooski, St. Mike's. I think St. Mike's has a team. There's one gone. Well, that's got to be tough in the summer with all that equipment on, Calvin. Look.
Thought we'd get a goalie's eye view here, Bob, and see what the goalie's up against.
Yeah, you'll notice it's about 4 feet wide and a little over 4 feet high.
The goalie or the goal?
The goal. And that ball is coming. This is why I guess it'd be pretty. Unless you miss it, you're not too likely to get hit with the ball. I guess, although you could. They have padding, as you saw around. It protects the kidneys. In the back, they have a padding in the back. Each player. I don't see them with any knee guards. I can't believe they would play without knee guards. They fall on this cement and you've had it. The lights are good. I don't know where they would play away games if they play. It must be the same type of places. You know, they're going to be said Syracuse.
Yeah, they travel. I'm sure they indoor sports, so I imagine it's probably in unused hockey rinks, or maybe some of these places have buildings strictly for lacrosse.
And it will be advertised in their community, their nation, as they travel around. If you saw our show up in on Chiota, and this is called the Six Nations. Was it Six Nation? What did we call it?
Yeah, Six Nations Museum.
Yeah, the Six Nation, the Confederacy that they had, the Indians formed. I forgot the year now, but it's a long time ago. And they have a very strict whether you can marry you can't marry within your own community, your own clan. You have to marry outside the clan, but there are only certain clans you can marry into. And some of the young, we hope to be able to speak with some of the boys later, and or girls, about their Indian traditions, and a lot of them are trying to get back to it.
No, we're going to speak to some men and women. I mean boys and girls.
Boys and girls, well, they're young, Cal. All right, men and women. Men and women. I still say boy. Everybody younger than me is a boy. There's one down. men and women that we'll be speaking to, we hope. And the younger generation are trying to get back to the old-time traditions. That jumping there is Calvin.
That was deliberate, too.
They wind up with that.
Eric was just giving the glass a safety test. We can pass.
Okay. Coach is out there. Eric is explaining to them how they're going to have a face-off. See, there's the. They're going to put the ball down between them, just like they did in hockey, but it's. Oh, he puts it down and gets away. And when he blows the whistle, I guess they decide how they're going to get out of it. Here we're going to see a little bit of action now as to how this is done. He missed it. No, now he picked it up on the. You see the defensive play. 30 seconds. He must shoot. Oh, he got a goal. Came in here. One thing here, they must chase a lot of balls when you play this out of bounds in a big field. That ball must roll for a long way. I'll say this: you don't run as easy as you glide on skates. That's a long way to run back and forth. Obviously, there must be a lot of changing, just like in hockey, which we see. 24th of April. Ooh, I guess you're allowed to trip. I don't know if they count that as tripping. Now they come back and arguing about it. So they carry a little, I imagine, a little grudge from time to time, and later on you wonder why he did that. It's because of something done earlier in the. There, that was a quick shot. Didn't shoot it. No stick. I assume that there's setups as to where you're going to pass the ball, like you would in hockey. And they're right out. They're checking real close. Yeah, just guarding. See that stick go out, and the shoulder, the. You're watching it as we do, folks.
Obviously, a very physical game.
A very physical. I would think it's even faster than hockey if it can be that. Hockey, at least you can see the man's with the stick on the ice. You know he's got the puck. Here, it's hard to tell who's got it. A lot of pushing going on. See, always pushing with that stick.
And these guys are teammates.
Yeah. Yes, they're teammates. And there they go. Look at this. Pushing back. If you're in black, you don't get a chance to. Oh, now they're going to switch it around. Your poor goalie's got a. Oh, there he's blocked. Who's got the ball? I think the man way up on the left. Apparently he does. If a regular game is an hour, they're talking 2 or 3 hours at a game. There must be a lot of timeouts. I don't know if he. I guess he didn't score. That ball was in the net before here. If you want to see something physical, I would say come to one of these games. Probably more physical than hockey. Now, does that mean he has to go back out and set up, I wonder?
Oh, they're playing half court, Bob.
Okay. So the half court, you keep running back and start over again, right? There must be a lot of red bruises. I mean, when you finish the practice and or a game. Okay, Eric is back. We're going to show you the stick. Now, this isn't very big, you see. It's a lot less than a ball glove, see? About the size of your hand. And the wood only goes around. And this is what you say?
Catgut.
Catgut in here. And these are leather.
Yeah.
And this is hickory.
Yeah, it's a hickory stick.
Hickory made by...
it's an Indian guy up in Oka.
Okay, in Oka, Quebec.
Yeah.
Now, when are you going to start your season? May 2nd?
We're supposed to, but due to one of the teams folding in our league, we have to reschedule. There'll be a meeting this weekend to reschedule our games. We have at least 7 home games and 7 away games. Within our league, there consists 6 other teams, 3 from the Aguasasne area. There's Aguasasne Thunder, the Snai Warriors, and the Ganienkeh Outlaws, along with Onondaga Warriors. That's out of that is out of just on the outskirts of Syracuse, New York. And then come east, we play the Oneida Silverhawks, and then we play another team in Kahnawake, just by Montreal, Kahnawake Mohawks, where I'm from and most of the players are. And then there's us, the 7-team Ganienkeh Gunners.
The Gunners?
Yeah, so we consist of a 7-team league.
Okay. When will your games be?
Our games are going to try to be on Fridays and Sundays, I'm sure.
Okay.
But due to the rescheduling,
I understand. And what time? You say it's 7, 7:30?
8 o'clock start.
8 o'clock
traditionally
okay.
Starts, you know.
Okay. Now, there are some seats over there that are above the plastic. Did the ball ever go off over the top? Are you going to have some kind of protection for that?
Oh well, yeah, we're gonna get a netting like the
Netting
net
to go above it?
to go across over the glass. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that could be, and only needed on one side.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You don't have to worry about over there. Okay, we're talking $6.
Yeah.
You're talking about. Then, is there a playoff at the end of the year?
Oh yes, oh, definitely. There is a playoff. The top 4 teams make it. Then from there, the winner of our league plays for. We are Senior B division. They go play for national champ recognition.
Is there a professional team? It wouldn't be professional.
No, this is amateur.
Amateur. Are there professional leagues?
Yes,
there are.
It's called the Mill League, Major Indoor Lacrosse League. You have Buffalo, Philadelphia, New York, all these guys, and a lot of. If you're good enough from here, you could actually take the step up, if you want.
Okay.
And that's $1 million US. And in Canada, they have Major A, and they pick from there too.
Okay. You never play outside.
Oh yes, there is outdoor box in Onondaga.
Oh, okay. You need a box though,
yeah,
right?
Just a regular box. Like
okay.
this, but it's a
because
grass and dirt.
if you play out in the regular field, you'd be chasing that ball all the time. It would be
Oh yeah. Ooh,
but this is what they call box lacrosse.
Box lacrosse. It's
all right.
It's in a rink, yeah.
Okay.
So there's not much. There isn't that much to know. It's not a very complicated game. As you'll see, you could see yourself. We only have this is only a scrimmage, we're short guys because guys work away, and as I told you, my injuries before you could miss work from the injury sustained.
Well, yeah, we mentioned that off camera. Let's mention, for instance, some of your injuries you've had.
Oh, in the first year, this inception of this league 4 years ago, I put my collarbone out, and I was out for a while. And the second year, I broke 2 of my ribs. And,
is that from a check?
Yeah, from a check. And one going into the boards. And there's numerous breaks, bones. Like maybe arms, ribs, wrists. That's all common. Broken noses. That's
all those fun things.
All those fun things that come that you get for having fun,
Okay.
So it's quite a very simple game. Once you get to see it, maybe I would like to see like back on our reserve, all kids my all little kids and even girls and boys carrying sticks around because that's our culture, tradition, our heritage. But even to expand into the Plattsburgh area would be really great. To not just to see people carrying a stick, but to actually use it, you know, and to find out what it is. See, I'm the only one that's actually carrying a traditional stick. Everybody carries these brine or STX.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah,
huh?
that's certainly not the kind. I've never played with one, only once, and I never got the hang of it.
Oh, so they don't have a wood around.
No, no.
They're completely around, plastic and whatever.
Yeah, that's called.
I see.
That's called Tupperware. This is.
Okay, now we are talking centuries of lacrosse,
Yeah.
right? For the Indians. All right, now. I had a question about that. Yeah, they said they used to fight wars, so to speak.
they
You
used
went
to-
back and
they-
forth.
They used to settle disputes before
Yeah,
they.
well, that's a good way,
escalated.
yeah, a good way. Okay, we'll take another break. We're finished for this evening, and we thank you very much, Eric. And we'll try to get over to see one of these games, one of the early games. Hometown Cable's going to try to get one or two of them early in the season, so you can see. And if you want to see something where there's contact, this is a true contact sport.
They call this the fastest game on 2 feet, and you'll see that it is, and hopefully we'll get the community or the county of Clinton hooked on the fastest game on 2 feet.
Okay.
You know.
Thanks very much, Eric.
Okay, yeah.
And thank you for talking to us.